Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Whole Pet Academy show. And this week we have Dara Forleo. We have Tyler Moyer from Summit Sharpening, who's going to be at the Teton show. And I'm Chrissy Newmeyer Smith. And well, let's just jump right in. Hi, Tyler.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. We're really excited to have you here. And certainly we're
Thank
all
you.
excited about the Teton show.
Extremely.
Yeah, yeah. So we have all sorts of questions about Summit Sharpening. And you're going to be at the Teton show, correct?
I will be there.
Yeah, great.
Yes.
Good.
Hopefully with a few helpers, and we'll be selling a bunch of
Mhm.
shears and whatnot.
Even better. So actually, that's one of the questions. What do you guys sell? I mean, you're a
We
sharpener,
sell,
so I think we have some expectations, but tell us about your business.
yes. So hopefully I'll be sharpening up there. And then also we will be selling scissors, blades, guard combs, clippers, brushes, regular metal combs, pretty much every grooming accessory. Nothing huge like tubs and tables, but pretty much everything else.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you sell parts too?
I can sell parts, yes. If the person wants to take the venture and install it themselves, I can sell them parts, yes.
All right. All right. Just curious.
Yeah.
Some of us are do-it-yourselfers, and I just came across your video for how to fix everything on your Andis 5-speed clipper.
Yes. Yeah, I
Yes.
try to post a lot of videos to try and save the groomers money because we all know the sharpener might not be able to make it to the shop
Yep.
within a day or two. It might be a month. And it really helps out if you can buy the part yourself and screw it in. Most of the clippers are like little Lego pieces, and It it's fairly simple once you understand where everything goes.
Good. I
So,
just shared that link, Dara, so we can
Yep,
put it
I'm
up.
gonna pass this
Awesome.
oh,
over into our
Yeah,
viewers.
perfect. Yeah,
yeah.
I recommend everyone subscribe so they know when I post a new video, and it's maintenance and how to fix stuff to keep the sharpeners away from your shop.
Well, I mean, we still need sharpeners and we still need things fixed, but maintaining our
Yeah,
equipment is so important.
very. Yes. Helps out a lot, makes your life a lot easier while grooming the dogs.
Yeah, absolutely. And keeps our equipment longer.
Yes, that's for sure. Yeah, because the more we sharpen it, the more metal's coming off, and then eventually it's going to be no longer sharpenable.
Yeah, yeah. Or too jammed up with fur. Ugh.
Yeah,
Ew.
exactly.
So how did you get into this business?
So back in like around 2016, I got my very first dog. Her name was Harley. She was a blue heeler, and I took it into my friend's grooming shop to learn how to wash a dog. And while I was there, they asked me if I needed a job washing dogs for them, for their groomers. And I said, sure. I didn't have a job at the time. So I started out as a bather at a wagon wash in Colorado. And eventually, a couple other groomers quit and they moved me up to be a groomer. So I started doing perimeter trims and the big Pyrenees and Goldens. And then a few more months goes by and I start doing doodles and poodles and everything then. And I did grooming for about 2.5 years. And around the second year of grooming, I started to get in the sharpening because one of the coworkers there, who was also a ex sharpener, he was sharpening for like 12 years around Colorado, and then he got out of it and started managing grooming businesses. But he noticed that I would be good at sharpening, and he mentioned it, and then I started looking into it. Went and got training. I've traveled all around America, training with some of the best sharpeners and learning from the best. And now I just really enjoy doing it. I have a very strange passion for fixing tools and sharpening things up and just making the groomers happy. It's a lot of fun.
Neat.
Yeah.
Is it okay to ask who some of the people you've trained with, their names?
Oh, yes, of course. Dennis Brooks, Ray Pope, Ward Collins was great. Um, there's so many. Ryan Swanson, he trained me on more knives, and then there's so many trainers, but those are the main ones I would say. Dennis Brooks, Ward Collins are great trainers for scissors and blades. I've trained with Mitch. He does a lot of blades. He also makes machines for clipper blade sharpening. And they're all great sharpeners, very nice people, and they take care of you. Dennis's dad wrote the book on sharpening. Literally, there's a book on sharpening from Dennis's dad out there.
Wow. That's
Yeah, so
Wow.
he's been in it for a long time. He knows more about sharpening
Yeah.
by accident than I do on purpose. Yeah.
Know that feeling.
Yeah.
you don't just do grooming equipment. You said you learned interesting on knives as well.
Yeah, so I
So
sharpen,
like
kitchen knives too, but
okay, that's what.
yeah. Yeah, you don't want to sharpen your stripping knives.
No, no.
Yeah.
No.
But yes, what about the grooming equipment?
Oh,
I don't know. What did think
Sharpening
Dara
about.
started asking?
I
Oh.
was just about other equipment that you sharpen besides grooming equipment.
Oh, yeah, I would say 95% of my business is grooming,
Grooming.
4% are knives, and then 1% are like hairstylists.
All right.
I don't
Okay.
do a whole lot. I like the groomers a lot. I communicate with them better because I used to be one, so I know the terminology and what they're doing. Hairstylists, I have no idea what they're doing with that stuff.
No.
No, I don't know
I
how to
know they have
cut people
really
hair at all.
expensive titanium shears.
Yeah,
Yeah.
titanium shears. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I know my hairdresser was like, "Look at my new shears," and they were like $1,800. I was like, she goes, "But I'll never have to have them sharpened." I was like, "Okay, for
Yeah,
$1,800, I hope not."
they'll need it once they get dropped.
Well, probably, yeah.
Yeah, she
Yep.
doesn't get kicked by her groomer though.
No, that's why
You know, they don't
hairstylists
get
only need sharpening
kicked.
once or twice a year.
It's true. It's true. They don't get the kind of abuse that our equipment gets. So Ashley is in the comments section. Hi, Ashley. And anybody else who's
Hey.
there, if you have questions, just join us.
Yes.
So what state are you located in?
I am in Colorado on the Front Range, right in between Denver and Colorado Springs in a town called Castle Rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you do most of your work with people mailing stuff to you, or do you also travel around to grooming shops and do sharpening
Right
that
now,
way?
it's about half and half. I'm getting a lot
Yeah.
more mail-ins. I used to be 7 days a week on the road, mobile, going up to Wyoming, all over the surrounding states as well. And I had to cut that back once I started getting more mail-ins. So it's about half and half right now. I do 2 days a week mobile, and the rest of the days, 5 days at home with mail-ins. And I also have a drop-off system for the local customers that I can't make it to their shops.
So you're doing 7 days a week?
Yeah, yeah. I try to get off about 1 or 2 days. Usually, what I do is I'll work for about 3 weeks straight, and then take 4 or 5 days off and go somewhere so I can't work.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, it's rough. I'm trying to figure that out. And that will come up later in the questioning too, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, looking at our questions, I know Dara had more questions too, but so do you still do any dog grooming?
I don't. No.
No?
My girlfriend does all the dog grooming now.
Yeah.
So I do not have to do any of it.
She's got the best, sharpest equipment ever.
That she does.
Or hers is the dullest.
Honestly, hers is still sitting down in my garage waiting to get sharpened. Too busy lately.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I should have the cleanest dogs, but I don't.
No. The groomers always have matted, like not matted, but you're like, oh my gosh. But you don't want to work on your day off.
Oh no.
Yeah, Ashley
So
wants to know when you'd have time to groom.
No such thing.
No such thing.
Yeah.
So if someone was interested in this career path, what would you say to them?
I would say if you have good eyesight and steady hands and attention to detail, you could be a sharpener. It does cost a lot of money to get into it. That's the downfall. Training is about $1,000 a day for pretty much across the board, anyone you train with. Equipment is about 10 to 15 grand. So it costs a lot to get into. and it costs a lot to maintain, because just like you guys have to spend money getting your tools sharpened, we have to spend money on replacing our media pretty much. So every so often, our plates that we sharpen the blades on, they go flat, and we have to send them back into a machinist that gets them resurfaced, and that's about $250 to $300 every plate. And yeah, it costs a lot, but it's a lot of fun. If you have a passion for fixing things and steady hands and good eyesight, do it. We need more good sharpeners out here.
That
Yeah,
is the
because
truth.
there's a huge demand, isn't there?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what some sharpeners are busy, booked out months, and some are still cold calling around the shops for the last 10 years. It all depends on the training.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
So what kind of stuff do you sell? Because you listed off some like things that you sell, but like, are there brands that you really prefer? What kind of equipment do
Yeah.
you like?
So I guess we'll just go by kind of category.
Sure.
Clippers, I really like Heindiger. I think they are some of the best clippers. I don't work on them very often because they don't have too many problems. Um, they have wear and tear parts. The lever, the hinge wears out. That's about it. Every clipper, you're going to have to replace your lever and hinge. But when you start replacing cords and motors and switches all the time,
Mhm.
I wouldn't recommend those clippers. So Heininger and Wall is pretty good too. Heininger and Oster, the Oster Volt specifically, because it's the same clipper as the Heininger Sapphire. And then the Wall just came out with a new clipper that I'm very excited about called the KMX. It's basically the KM cordless, but runs faster, like the Endus 5-speed. And I think that clipper is going to be great for the grooming industry. So those would be my two top picks, Heininger Opal and Wall KMX. And those are two I always try to keep in stock because I believe in them. I don't sell Andis clippers anymore. They just kept having issues.
Are the
Shears,
KMX a cordless or a corded?
KMX is a cordless clipper. It was
Yeah.
originally built for the cattle industry. So
That's
it
what
Mhm.
I
comes with a
was asking.
blocking blade. But if you go to my website and buy it, I take the blocking blade off because you're not shaving down cows. And I include a wide 30 and clipper grip. So it fits better in your hand. And
Oh,
then
good.
for blades, I sell Buccelli. So that's pretty much the blades everyone has nowadays. Andis is great, but I sell Buccelli and they're priced very well. The metal's good, the hardware's good, so I really like them. They're the same thing as any other the smaller brands, AGS, Zolita. They all get their blades basically from the same factory that Buccelli does. I just don't put my own name on them. Try and save you guys some money.
I'm not
Eh,
familiar with Buccelli. Do they have
Yeah,
wide blades and
It,
yes.
regular
So
sizes
you
too?
know AGS, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same blade,
It
just
looked
doesn't
like
say
Alright.
the
AGS on it.
Buttercup also.
Buttercut's
What was
the
that?
same.
The Buttercup.
Zolita,
Oh, the
the new
buttercut. Okay.
Blake's blades, they're all.
Yeah.
So basically, there's one factory that makes all the
Mhm.
blades, and then they have a laser engraver, so they could put Chrissy's blades on them, and those are
Yep.
the ones I like. They do very well. And the the sharpener group I'm with, Groomer Supply House, we will be carrying blades here in the next few months too, and they'll be the same thing. But you'll have us as sharpeners to back up the quality. So if you get one that doesn't work out of the package, we will sharpen it up for free, make sure it works for you, because we don't want to be charging people for stuff and then charging them for sharpening on top of that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then for shears, I sell my own brand Summit, and then I sell Groomer Supply House. And I really am enjoying the Groomer Supply House scissors. They are the smoothest shear and they cut great. The metal is up to standard, so it's 440C. And then we also have a competition line, higher end line, that's VG10 steel. And basically 440C is pretty much where every groomer should be at. And then VG10 is the step up. So it stays sharper longer and just a better steel, but you pay for that.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with VG10. Is that what you called it? VG10?
Yeah, VG10,
Yeah.
Hitachi, people might interchange those, but if I'm trying to think of a brand that does I don't think any brand does all VG10 that I can think of, but they probably have some that are VG10, and you will see that reflected in the price.
So they just stay sharper longer?
Yes. Yep. The metal's
Okay.
harder so that
Oh,
it
that's
stays
right.
sharper longer. Whereas 440C is hard. That's the industry standard. And then you have 440B and then 440A. And a lot of companies are on 440A right now. And so that basically just means the metal will fold over and go dull faster. So you'll be more visits to the sharpener. Scissor will still perform well while it's sharp, but just go dull faster over time.
Okay. All right. Are those
So
some of
that's
the
why,
ones that we're seeing that are inexpensive? The
yeah, they're the
Yeah.
more inexpensive things you'd get off Amazon or anything under 50 or $60 is probably 440A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ashley's saying that she thinks you're giving away some trade secrets.
I like to kind of break it open a little bit because
Like we're seeing behind the curtain.
yes, exactly. Because I'm just like, because I was a groomer, and once I found all this out, I was kind of not upset, but just curious on like, can I get the same quality stuff from a different company just for less without having someone else's name on it? And the answer is yes. There's only a few factories that make these tools for dog grooming, and so they all make the same stuff, just with different people's names on it. Yeah.
I'm looking at your guard combs. Tell
Yeah.
me about them because you got a lot of wide and different varieties here. What it doesn't have a name brand on it, but
Yes. Same thing. I could print out little pieces of paper and put my name in there, but I just try to keep everything cheaper for the groomer because guard combs, they wear out over time. I suggest if you use a guard comb a lot, replace it every year. Especially the regular sets, they're $50. And that way, the springs are going to be tight and cut well. They are from the same company, Buccelli, and they're the same ones as AGS or anything else. They just don't have fancy packaging. It's kind of like when you go to the grocery store and buy your cereal in a bag instead of a box, you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Cola.
yeah. And I think there's 10 sizes, if I remember right, from like an eighth of an inch up to an inch and a half are what the wide comb sizes are now. And they're great. I think wide comb and cordless clippers are going to take over the grooming industry eventually.
you,
And
you
that's
got
just the way it's going to go.
9 in the packet.
9. Okay. I
Yeah.
missed one.
No,
So,
you said 9, and then you've got the comb set,
yep.
and you're
Yeah.
out
And
on some.
yeah. And that's my fault. I probably have them all in stock. I am just bad with updating my inventory on my website. Trying to get better at that.
So I have a question because I think I was looking at I think it was your website, but just looking into your stuff, those little 5-in-1 blades, those can be sharpened too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely. Not they are way trickier to sharpen. There's more steps involved, and you have to be perfect while sharpening them. That's why a lot of sharpeners won't mess with them because they do cause a lot of frustration. But yes, they can be sharpened a few times before they go bad.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What about things like nail trimmers? I know a lot of us as groomers are like, should we get these sharpened or just buy another pair?
I have a video on my YouTube how to do it yourself with your Dremel. It's
Really?
pretty
Really?
simple. Yeah.
Ooh.
It'll get it sharp. I think it's my most watched YouTube video because everyone that owns a dog looks that up. But yeah, you could sharpen it yourself with a Dremel and it works good. You could probably sharpen it a few times until when they go to close, if there's a gap, buy a new one for $15.
Okay. All right. We're going to have
Yeah.
to look that one up too. We're going to have to look up that video.
Yeah.
So we're just looking through all of our questions.
Oh, I wrote down a lot of questions.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. That's why you were like, oh, I wrote down all the questions. I'm like, okay, good.
Chrissy's like, no, Dara,
Yeah, I know, right?
wing it. I thought you had more questions there.
I can keep going.
You
I can keep going.
certainly can.
All right.
You
All right.
certainly Oh, yeah. I'm looking through what Instagram and TikTok. I have
Mhm.
not figured out the TikTok thing.
No,
That is still out of my grasp. I have a hard enough time with everything else.
I get so many customers from my TikTok, and I
Yeah.
post the worst videos on there, but I try to get them over to my other channels, YouTube mostly, with the longer, more in-depth videos. But TikTok's been going great. It's fun. I have a really hard time replying to comments and stuff on TikTok and Instagram because they don't pop up like Facebook.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. They're a little bit harder to find.
Yeah, it might be a week or two before I finally reply to somebody, and I feel bad, but hopefully they understand.
Well, that's when you got to hire somebody to take care of that for you.
Oh my god, one day.
Well, he's doing a what? Work 3 weeks, take 1 week off kind of a system, right? So
Yeah. So
Trying to.
get caught up
Yep.
there with that others.
So you just do your TikToks at midnight?
Yeah, just whenever.
Before bed at midnight
Yep.
when you get up at 5 and start over again. Yeah.
Yeah, I might record 5 videos in one day, but I don't wanna blast it all out, so I'll try to do 1 or 2 a week or something, and then some videos just get lost in my phone because I never find them again in my camera roll. But
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we've all done that.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, where did that go? You know? So, what kind of things do you think our groomers should know about going to see you at a trade show? Like, should they bring their sharpening or do they need to?
Yes. So for
Yeah.
sure, I can do shears at the trade show. So bring your scissors. I stay
Okay.
up until 1 or 2 in the morning. So I work all day at the show, close down, go eat dinner, and go back to the hotel room and very uncomfortably sharpen shears for a few hours and then hand them back the next day at the trade show. Uh, I don't bring my clipper blade machine up there. I I don't think I will, but I can give out boxes and take the blades home with me and ship them back when I get home and um, am able to sharpen them. So you
Oh,
can bring
okay.
all your sharpening. I'll take it with me and mail it back to you. Anyone that comes to the show, I do free mail, free shipping. I mean, so you don't pay any extra on shipping. You just wait a little bit longer
Oh, wow.
instead of next day.
Great.
Yeah.
So
And
everybody bring your sharpening.
yes, I will be
Yeah.
sharpening up there. I'll also probably give away a scissor every day. Check my social media, and
Ooh.
I'll give out a code word, and first person to come up with the code word gets a free shear or something.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
come
we'll have
visit
to
my
watch him for
booth.
that. We'll have to watch him
Yeah,
for that. There's a good reason
I'll
to follow him in all places.
yes, I also do giveaways on my YouTube channel. In December, I gave away a Wall KM cordless clipper. All you had to do is subscribe and comment, and you won a $300 clipper.
Woo.
Yep.
Nice.
Wow. Well, I was
Nice.
going to ask what makes you stand out from others, and there it is.
Yeah, I was a groomer and I try to give out free information and all the trade secrets out that most sharpeners don't want you to know.
Yeah,
So
right.
I try to build trust that way.
Yeah. So I'm gonna what of your are you gonna have any trade specials or bundle
Yes.
deals,
Oh,
or
yes. All the
what's
shears
gonna
will
be
be
your
on
go-to thing to bring people in?
yes, all the shears will be on sale. I haven't figured out the exact sale yet, but it will definitely be worth your while. The more you buy, the more you save type of thing. But we will definitely be doing a lot of specials and whatnot for the show because I was reading why people don't go to shows anymore. And a lot of people say the vendor specials aren't good, which I understand because with internet nowadays, we already have to be very competitive with pricing.
Mhm.
So not a whole lot of markup in this stuff, but for the shows, we'll try to do the best special we can. And like I was saying earlier, or to somebody earlier, sharpeners make most our money sharpening. So we like to sell stuff and try to get it back in for sharpening, and that's where we make the money. So yes, come see the booth, get great deals on great equipment, and
Drop off your
hopefully everyone's
sharpening.
happy.
Do
Drop
you
off your
need a bigger
sharpening.
booth?
No, I hope not. Maybe in the future. I'm still learning the show thing. Last year was my first show.
That's what
Oh
I was
yeah.
going to ask. How many have you done? Have you
Last
attended others?
No, Teton last
Oh,
year was the first one I ever did. I felt very unprepared for it. So
aw.
this year I should be a lot better with it. I did pretty good. It was good. It
Yeah.
just, I didn't know how to set anything up, how to display everything to make it look nice and that nothing's going to walk away or whatnot. But I have a practice show in May this year in Colorado. We're doing a Rocky Mountain grooming show. So I'll be able to kind of get set up there. And then for Teton, I'll be ready for sure.
That's not too far. So you have two in May.
Teton, oh, sorry. Wait, isn't Teton in July or is
No,
Teton in
Teton's in
May?
May.
May.
Oh, I keep getting
It
all
was in
these mixed
July
up.
last year.
Yes, it was in July last year.
Okay. That might have been what I did. I might have looked up last year's show and wrote those dates down.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Yeah, I got
no.
to look it up.
You better
Oh
look
no.
it up. We're in May 18th through the 21st.
Yep. Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, I think I might have just mixed up the two shows. So yeah. Oh yeah, then Teton will be my warm-up show, and then the other one will be the one where I'm a little more prepared. But no, I feel very excited for the show. I have a lot of great ideas on how to make the booth fun and easy to navigate for the groomers. If
Good,
any
good.
groomers have a suggestion on how they would like shears to be displayed, whether it's by size, like do you want to see all the 9-inch shears, 8-inch, and 7-inch, all the different styles? Or would you rather see all the curved, all the thinners, all the straights and chunkers in one area?
See,
I
I think
never know
that's a
how to
good
do my
poll.
displays. So if anyone has a suggestion
Yeah.
on that, shoot me a message.
I think that's a good poll. I think we should have people take a vote.
Yeah,
I
I never know
I
how to
will
do
say
it.
I like by size because I'm a
Yes.
house call groomer and I only do small dogs.
Oh, there we
So
go.
for me to have shears that are like anything beyond 8 inches is really not what I use. So I would be like, oh, here's the size I use. And yeah, but
Perfect.
everybody's different.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I keep going back and forth in my head. I'm like, size or style, size or style. I don't know.
Mm.
Too many is overwhelming.
Yeah, I try to keep it to around 40 or 50 shears, somewhere in there. And that's it. I have about 100 shear styles in stock, but I just try to present 40 or 50 because when you present 100, it, like you said, gets overwhelming. You're like,
It's
I don't
overwhelming
know.
when
I'm
there's
going to
a
walk
lot.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I,
you can have different selections each day. Come back tomorrow, see what's here.
Ooh, that would be
Hey,
interesting. Kind of like
see? Don't
yeah.
forget tomorrow we've got another whole selection. Some of your favorites will be here and then these others.
That's a cool idea. Just like when bands play 3 days in a row, or they're not playing
Yeah.
the same songs every day, you know?
Change up the set. Yeah.
change it up.
Yeah, I like that idea. It makes people want to come back and check it out more too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially people that are there
I
for
like
4
that.
days. And
Encourages
3 days.
browsing.
Yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you have anything to say about the Teton show? Because you actually attended last year. I wasn't there. Dara wasn't there. Like what did you think of the show last year? What can you tell people to expect, you think?
I thought it was awesome. I thought it
Yeah.
went pretty smooth. The building, is it in the same building this year?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yes, the building
Same
was
place.
great. Very easy to navigate right in the middle of Idaho Falls. So you have everything you want to eat within walking distance or a short drive. I really like that. And as for the show itself, set up very nicely. You walk in and you see the competition area. There's the demo area that was shoved in the back, and then vendors all around. And it was very easy to navigate. There were great seating for the competition. Um, I couldn't think of anything that wasn't that great. Yeah, everything seemed to go well.
Good, good.
I guess, yeah.
So that's an area where from the reason why Gabby started it was because that's an area that hasn't had trade shows and a lot of people who had never attended one. So we still have a bunch of people who have never attended a trade show. What would you say to someone who has never been to one, who's going to attend Teton for the first time this year?
Just come, show up, bring a friend, have fun, walk around. It's not a whole lot, just if there's classes, take a look at the classes and see if there's something you really want to do. I heard the classes were great last year. I didn't get to attend any. I was vending, but everyone seemed to really like the classes and what Teton had to offer. So I would say check out the class list, pick a class or 5 that you want to take,
Or
and
more.
yeah,
Or more.
and go and hang out. 10 of them. Take all the classes you can.
Take all the classes
Training
you
is the
can.
best information you can get. So I would just say go. Sign up, go. Don't worry about it. You're going to have fun. You're going to make a lot of connections with people and get to meet a lot of the groomers and sharpeners or whoever that you see online all the time. And it's a lot of fun meeting the people in real life.
Yeah, and for anybody who's never gone, just sitting back and watching grooming competitions, oh my God, that is so much fun.
That's why I like to have my booth by the stage, because I like to watch them. They're
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say you are right there on the front.
I think I picked the same space I was in last year. Yeah. I thought
Yeah.
it was nice in the corner, and yeah, right there next to the competition stage. And it's just amazing seeing the dogs come in all fluffy, and then 2 hours later they're beautiful. Like you wouldn't even recognize some of them. So I really like that.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. It's a lot of fun. Which, by the way, anybody out there, there's still room in some of these competitions too.
We are filling
Oh.
up. The
We're filling up.
poodles and
Get 'em.
freestyle are
Yeah.
all. And even I think even the creative.
Mhm.
There's a couple more spaces left for creative. It's going to be a nice
Mm.
creative class too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
If you're thinking about it, you've only got a little bit of time to act.
Yeah.
A little bit of time. We've got a couple. And there's tons of classes this year. So
Good.
And I think we're still adding more, aren't we?
We might be. Yeah.
We might be.
So Cody is asking if you're doing a class this year, Tyler.
I'm doing a class at one of the shows, and I can't remember which one. It's not a class, it's more of a demo. I think I'm on a demo stage for one of the shows, but I can't remember which one I am at. If there is room to do a class or something up at Teton, I would love to do an equipment maintenance class.
All right. We can look into it. We can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be signed up. I can't remember. I'm sorry.
But we could have you do a demo in your booth as well.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on.
Yeah.
And you just tell people, hey, this day for a half hour or something, learn how to change your blade drives and oil blades or something like that,
Yeah.
Yep. That's really important for groomers to know. And I know a lot of the time that's really helps them when they go home.
Yes.
Go back to work and
trimmer with the Dremel.
Yeah, that would be a great class.
Right?
Yep.
Except that we found your YouTube site.
Oh yeah.
So you've got your YouTube, your Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Where else can people find you?
My website, summitsharp.com. I also recommend every groomer joining Groomer Supply House on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. Cody, who just asked the question, is kind of like the leader of it all. And we just try to help groomers save money and get good equipment in their hands.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
So
Hi,
all my videos get posted on there as well. It's a private group, but if you ask to join, you'll be accepted.
Great.
Yeah.
That's fabulous.
What's the name of it?
Groomer Supply House, GSH. And that is the brand of scissors. We sell brushes, just like the fluffer brushes, the slicker brushes, sorry.
Okay.
And we have 4 different sizes of them. They've been a hit. And we're coming out with blades. Hey, Cody.
Nice.
Cody, are you going to be at the Teton Expo?
Yeah, we're calling you out, Cody. Are you going? We know Ashley's going.
We know Ashley's going.
Cody's very busy. I doubt he'll be at the Teton show.
There
Aw,
is your groomer supply house. So this is no, okay. So you said
no.
this is another kind of business. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So the Groomer Supply
Okay.
House is a collaborative of very accountable and trained sharpeners, and we are trying to kind of level up the dog grooming industry. Another trade secret, a lot of sharpeners, once they get really good, they don't do dog groomers that much anymore. They'll go up to hairstylists. Their shears are much easier to sharpen, and we can charge more for them. So we're just trying to level up the sharpening and the grooming industry to make sure your guys' tools don't get ruined,
Well, good, because
if
I
that
think we
makes
all have a
sense.
story or two about something that got ruined on the very
Horror
first
stories.
sharpen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
takes
Why
one.
did the tips cross over now?
Yeah,
They were
stuff like
fine before.
that.
Yeah, stuff like that. Stuff like that. There's
It
always
takes
some terrible story.
Yep, it takes 3 seconds to ruin a scissor, and it'll take 30 minutes to try and fix that. So we're trying
Mm,
to educate groomers on what a proper sharpening looks like and should be, and go from there. And hopefully, in a few years, all groomers will be educated with the sharpening
Great.
side of things.
Yeah, yeah. Educated consumers that can't help but, make everybody happier.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. Any other questions from anybody out there? Cody, what do you want to ask him?
I see on the
Let's
questionnaire the
see.
biggest challenge, definitely
Yeah.
mobile scheduling. Mobile sharpening and scheduling the shops out is extremely difficult because you
Yeah.
don't know if it's going to be a normal 8-hour day or some shop's going to have 8 hours of work for you, and then you have 3 more shops to go to after that. So that's difficult. Um, yeah, and I stayed in sharpening because I wanted to stay with the animal industry after dog grooming. Once I got out of dog grooming, really just enjoyed the groomers and the environment. And now I'm on the backside of it, and I like it a lot. It's fun.
That's
And
great.
it's, supporting all of us groomers, which is awesome. Yeah.
Yes, I've tried
Yeah.
very hard to stand up for groomers too. If a groomer's getting bashed or whatever online, I chime in, and I, I I just think groomers are the best, and I love the industry and trying to just make it bigger and bigger.
Awesome. Awesome.
That's your superpower.
That might be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power.
Yeah, they call me the Blade Daddy.
Blade
One of my
Daddy.
shops gave me this shirt, and
That's
on the
awesome.
back, I can't turn around, but it says "Oil your damn blades," because that's what I tell all my groomers to do.
I was going to ask
Mm.
you because when you go right to your home page, it says oil your blades.
Yes,
So
to remind you.
that's the one thing you want them to know is.
Yeah, if you could oil
And
your
how
blades,
often do you recommend it?
if you're if you read the packet in your clipper, it says every 10 minutes. But if you could do it in between every dog, you'll be good. And no cooling sprays. No.
No cooling sprays.
Nope.
No.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
oil and a toothbrush. That's all you need. And, H42 or a disinfectant for that stuff. But oil and a toothbrush. That's all you need.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say we should all be oiling them after we clean them in between each dog.
Yes. Yep. And
Yep.
that's the bare minimum I would suggest.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Same with shears?
Shears, they're not moving 2,000 times a minute. So oil your shears I don't know, every couple days or whatnot. Whenever they feel sticky or something, put a little dot of oil on it, wipe off the blade. That's all you need.
All right. Any
Yeah.
other hints for us?
Change your blade drives every month if you have Andis, every 2 or 3 months if you have Wall or Heiniger or Oster. Yeah.
All
Every
right.
for 3 months, every month.
Yeah, 2 months, I should say, 2.5. Their blade drives are a lot harder plastic, so they don't wear out quite as much. But they sound
Okay.
a little louder sometimes. Not,
It's been really hard to
Yeah.
get access to the blade drives.
From Andis or
Yeah, there was really for a while nobody had them.
There was a shortage. I mean, a couple of years ago, there was a huge shortage, but
Hmm.
Andis got that figured out, and everyone should have them now. I would not buy them off Amazon. There's a lot of fake ones off Amazon with screws in them, and they're not going to work right. They're not going to, you might have to replace those every week if they even work. So just buy from a sharpener. And that's what I suggest. I actually have a bundle on my website right now that gives you 12 Andis blade drives for $99. So it's your yearly supply of blade drives. And I include that foam pad that sticks on the drive cap as well to keep the fur and oils from getting back into the electrical parts of the clipper.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
it? Where would that be on your? Because it's not in the
It
bundle
should
deal.
be Oh, I might have put it in accessories.
Accessories. Okay.
I hope it's up there.
Oh, got it. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll have
Yeah.
to
So
put that under bundles too.
how often should I change the blade drive in my Oslo Cap Doratis?
Those probably the same thing about 2 months, I'd
About 2
say.
months? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And those ones are harder to find, those levers. Yeah.
Yep, a little bit harder. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a light clipper though.
I
Lightweight.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that clipper a lot. I don't groom full time anymore, so,
Oh,
spend part of the time with the school, so, yeah.
full-time
I
groomer is
keep
what
her
I'm
busy.
referring to.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
What clipper was it, Chrissy?
Mine, the Oslo Cap Dorati. It's one of the smaller Oslo Cap cordless clippers.
And Ashley said she uses a hair vac, so
Yeah, I use a hair vac.
yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are great. That will prevent a lot of stuff going wrong too. Yeah, your blades won't get as hot, still oil, and
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, hair, what are they called? Clipper vacs. They're great.
Clipper vacs.
Yeah.
Very
Yep.
cool.
Chrissy, do you have a website or where you get your clipper for Ashley?
Oh, for me? Let me see.
Can you send it to me and I'll post
Yeah,
it?
let me go see if I can find it. Yeah.
I got you, Ashley.
If I remember right, I think Frank Rowan Sons sell that clipper and the parts for it. Not 100%.
Let's see.
No, I don't.
Sorry, I'm over here Googling.
Yeah.
But if anyone is in the
It's the
market for a
German
new
Red
clipper,
company.
Oh, it's
sorry,
German red.
Right?
German Red.
Yeah, their brand was called the German Red at first, but now Cherrybrook carries them for right now too.
Okay, she's got it. All right, good.
Got it?
Nice.
All right. Yeah, it's a nice clipper. I like it.
Oh, there we
Premium.
go.
Oh, the
Cody knows everything about clippers.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, Daryl used to be a rep for German Red, which is part of why I gave one a try, because I met her at a show. When you go to these conferences, that's part of what you get. You talk to somebody who's, willing to show you their products and talk you through it. And
Yep.
Yeah.
If anyone's in the market for a clipper, I'll have a few at the Teton show, and they can put them in their hands, turn them on, see how they feel in their hand, because everyone's hands are slightly different.
Yes,
Oh,
they
yeah,
are.
that too.
And the
Yeah.
weight make them. You wouldn't imagine or think that weight would do so much, but when you have it in your hand all day long, it's taxing on your body.
Yep.
Even
Yeah.
as small as ounces are.
Or even
Yeah.
just where the battery placement is in that clipper to see
Yeah, the
where the
balance
weight is
point on it.
distributed. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Ashley just said she loves the opals and sapphire, and those are,
Yeah.
like I said before, those are some of the best clippers on the market.
Yep, those are pretty nice too.
Yeah. And I would
ditched
agree with
Andis,
Ashley
huh?
on that too.
Yeah. I have some old Andis sitting around that, one needs a cord. I'll eventually
fine.
get to it.
Yeah, $15, whatever.
Yeah, but
the AGC 2-speed.
Yeah.
They were such a workhorse back in the day.
Yes. I still
Hey,
recommend the AGC 2-speed for a backup clipper.
you
It's not going to
can
let you down. It's
get
heavy,
Yeah.
better.
weird, but it'll get you through the day.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. And
Yep.
I had the original Andis cordless when they first came out.
Yep. The ZR
Yeah.
Pulse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. The
Oh, the
old
one with the
ones.
battery. Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Yep. Had one of those big clunky. Loved it. Loved it. Yep.
The only people I still using those are veterinarian offices for some reason. They still
Yeah.
have them.
Because they don't have the money to upgrade.
Yeah. That's probably why.
No, they're the ones who need to know about oiling blades.
Yes. Cleaning them.
Yeah. Some groomers hand me their tools. I'm so sorry. It's so dirty. It looks fine. I get a pack of vet stuff and there's blood and everything all over it. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. And
Wow. I just have to point out Ashley has very high-end equipment.
yeah, she does.
Utsumi and Evolution. Utsumi's
Yep.
great. Evolution's great. Mo,
Mhm.
the owner of Evolution, such a nice guy.
Oh yeah.
I have nothing bad to say about him. I think he will be is he going to be at Teton again this year?
Yep. Abby
Evolution?
will be there.
Yep.
Yep.
Great. I can't wait to see him. I'm going
Yep.
to
Yep.
And
go check out his booth too.
they are the official shear for our school.
Yep.
Cool.
So all
Yeah.
of our students start with evolutions.
Well,
Yeah.
that ain't too bad. They can't, not too
No,
many places to go from when they get those.
Yep.
they do
Yep.
They're
feel
nice.
If we can keep them from getting those injuries from shears, from the very
Yep.
start, like here's the double swivel, you know.
Yep. And Mo and his wife really back up their equipment and help everyone out. And he's always got a smile on his face. That guy's so nice.
He is.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ashley's saying she's not afraid to drop money on equipment. I feel the same way. Like, equipment's an investment, and if you treat it right, it'll last you forever.
Yep.
It'll make you more money too if you could groom a little
Yep.
faster with it. Squeeze an extra dog in, whatever.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Worth the investment.
Yes.
And good sharpening.
Yeah. Sharpening is the main thing.
It
Because you could
is
buy
the
an
main
Utsumi
thing.
scissor and take it to the wrong sharpener and bye-bye. It's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Or maybe you thought that it wasn't a great shear, but it was really just that it wasn't sharpened well.
That happens a lot. People give me
Yeah.
shears all the time that, hey, I've had this sharpened 5 times for 5 different people, never liked it. After I sharpen it, hey, it's my favorite shear.
Yeah. And for any groomers out there who might be kind of new, one of the things that I think students don't realize, if you think your scissoring skills are they're degrading, you probably need sharpening.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That's like you're like, why isn't this coming out right? Is it me? You need sharpening. It's probably not you.
Yeah, they just go dull over time.
Yeah.
Experiment with the blade.
No,
Heininger
experimenting with
blades
Heininger blades. Huh?
are pretty good. They have really shallow rails on the cutters, so I don't know how many times they can be sharpened before it will no longer be 100% Heininger blade, because we'll probably have to replace the cutter. But so far, they seem pretty good. But they are very expensive, very, very expensive. And I don't think, just in my honest opinion, I don't think they're worth the extra money. I would just say Andis or Bucelli, AGS, all those brands. When Groomer Supply House comes out with blades, I would suggest those.
Okay. All
To
right.
save your money. Yeah,
Yeah.
I sharpen Heininger blades. I sharpen up nice, but like I said, I just don't think we could sharpen them too. I think the rails are thin, similar to wall. Wall blades have very thin rails and can
Yeah.
sometimes only been sharpened once. So
Oh wow.
yeah, on the cutters at least.
Yeah.
Andis has really nice blades, but you don't know if they're going to work from factory. But you get them sharpened once, they're going to last for a long time.
Sure.
That's just what I've experimented with. Everyone's different. So I always tell you guys are the professionals, do what you want to do. But just from me working on it, that's what I've noticed.
Well, and I think for so many of us that are, bathing dogs before we put clippers on them now anyway, which makes a big difference. We're cutting clean
Huge.
hair. cutting clean
Yes.
hair, and using a clipper vac system of some sort, the vac attachment and stuff, like your blades can last you a long time that way.
Yeah, because the fur's
Yeah.
getting sucked right up. It's not getting stuck in between the blades, making them go dull. Clipper vacs are great.
Yeah. Yep.
Highly
Vac
agree.
attachment, clipping clean dogs, oiling your blades all the time. They can last a long time.
Yep. And like Ashley's saying, she likes the AGS Zolita blades. The Buccelli, the GSH, well, they're all coming from the same factory. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right. Good tip.
Oh, yeah. So when you're buying AGS or Zolita, look who has them on sale. Buy it from them. AGS sharpens all theirs before he sends them out. I don't think Zolita does that. So there's another difference between those two brands. And same with GSH. Our sharpeners will definitely check to make sure the blade is cutting from factory before shipping out, I'm sure.
Hmm.
At
I
least I
gotta
will.
say that's a big peeve for me when I buy a blade and it's not sharp.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. It's
That's a huge
yeah.
peeve, and that's like, okay, I'm not buying this brand again.
Yeah. It
Like,
just depends who was on the wheel on the factory that day, how
yeah.
good of a day they were having. But yeah, I test every blade before I send it out. I throw it on my clipper, make sure it's oiled, do a quick test to make sure it cuts. And then if it does, I ship it out.
Yeah, I've definitely had the best luck buying blades from a sharpener.
Yes. And
Yes.
that's because even if I test the blade, I only have it on the clipper for maybe a minute. So maybe after 20 minutes of use, the blade goes dull or something. I tell people, just let me know. I'll sharpen it for free. I don't want you
Nice.
paying for a blade and a sharpening. Yes, come say hi, Ashley.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun show.
Yes.
So, since Ashley is here, I'm
Yes.
going to tell that Ashley graduated the Master Groomer Behavior Specialist class tonight.
Ooh,
Yay!
congrats.
And Lisa Herbal did too. Yeah. It was our last night together. I know you still have that last paper to go, but you're most of the way through it. We can just say that you are. Yeah. So, yeah, super, super excited.
Yeah.
Ashley was in my class and rocked it. Yay, she finished. Brains fried.
Right. Well, congratulations, Ashley, on
Congratulations,
another
Ashley.
diploma.
I know, another diploma.
Ashley's quite decorated from the school.
Oh, good. I can't
Yeah,
wait to meet her then. I love other people that are passionate about this stuff.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
Such
said
a
that
niche
about
thing.
you too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Facebook user. I don't know who that is, but yay.
Yeah, it's someone I must have seen last year.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to meeting you. I love trade shows, and this is going to be a really fun one. Yeah.
Likewise.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. And we'll
Good.
see if you have a different shear selection every day.
We'll see. Maybe I'll have a
Oh,
special shear or two every
Gabby.
day.
Yeah.
Maybe
Gabby, there
that'll
it
be
is.
something crazy, like almost wholesale pricing on a shear every day or something. I don't know.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
We'll see. I'll think of something fun.
Nice.
Oh, she's not looking forward to the plane. I agree. It's a long plane ride.
Longer drive.
South Carolina. Is she related to the Hanvey Vans? I think they're
Yeah.
out there.
Yes,
Oh,
she is.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so exciting.
No, I know. And
Yeah,
Gabby's in
so
here. Hi, Gabby.
I talk a lot with Janine, and she always has a lot of great things to say about the Hanvey Vans. Janine Palmatier, she's another groomer out of one of the I think South Carolina.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So now I'm excited to meet Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think
it's Gabby.
Yeah,
I just
Gabby's
saw
in
that.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
She married into the.
Oh, congrats. That's awesome.
She's
So
famous.
you're going to be a mobile groomer, I bet, right?
She is.
She is.
Yep.
She is. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yes. Okay. So moving. This is great. I'm excited you came on, and
Yes, thank you.
you jumped right on it too. You were like one of the first responses back when I sent out.
Oh,
the emails for coming on the show.
Oh, good. I
Yeah.
didn't even, yeah, sweet. I try to keep up on things, especially with email, because it gets lost quick.
Quick. Oh,
Yeah, so if anyone messages me,
I know.
please message me on Facebook through my personal account, or go online and find my cell phone number. Because if you message me on Google or any of those other places, you might be waiting a little bit.
Yeah, I think I
All
did
right.
have your number posted,
Okay, cool.
your phone number. So,
Good.
and posted your website. So everything is up and good and moving along. Yeah.
I'm excited
And
to find your video about sharpening my nail clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you need to do the demo on it at the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could do that. I'll make sure to bring my Dremel and
Yeah. There you
yeah,
go.
nail clippers. Just have someone give me their dull nail clippers and I'll sharpen them up right there.
There we go.
Show them how to do it.
That's pretty awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else that you want groomers to know about your business?
Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to summitsharp.com. Check out what I got. If anything says out of stock, just message me. It's probably not. It's probably just me. And yeah, Groomer Supply House, that'll be a name. You guys will start seeing a lot of soon, hopefully, and getting good products out there. And then I take mail-ins, drop-offs, and I do mobile sharpening around my area too. So,
Fabulous.
are there
I'm
any
so
other?
glad you got a chance to come on with us. And
Yeah, it was fun. I appreciate it. More excited for the Teton Grooming show now. I'll tell you that for sure. This is a great
it's going to be
idea.
so much fun. So
Yeah.
much fun.
Good.
Very good. Well, next week we are going to have Robert Wiley on. He is a speaker for personal defense and is vending with his company. So I don't know if I have the name right here. He just sent it in. It's DPP Defense. So we're gonna have Robert on next
Nice.
week. So he'll be on almost Valentine's Day. I guess that's a good day right before Valentine's Day to have a defense guy on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Need that.
sure.
that's exciting. I'll have to check
So
out
house
him
call
then. Yeah.
groomers. House call groomers. You
House
should
call.
definitely
Oh.
get in
Mobile
on that class.
groomers working
Mobile
along.
groomers. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
That is
I'm a house
awesome.
call groomer. There's a lot of safety things you got to think about with that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
So
smart.
self-defense, that's good.
That's awesome. Take that. Is he doing a class?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be great. Lock your doors. Okay. Yeah. Mobile groomers locking their doors. Yep. Yep. All right. Then I think that wraps it up for tonight, right?
I think so. Yeah. We covered
I think
everything.
Yeah.
so.
Cool.
I'm
Thanks
so pleased you were on with us. This was a lot of fun. I can't wait to
Yeah.
meet you at the show.
Likewise. Thanks so much for having me on, and I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. Again, congratulations, Ashley, and
And
thank
Lisa,
you for joining us.
who's not here, but she graduated too.
Yep.
Yay.
And we will see you next week.
Awesome.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.